I'd now like to announce our second contestant of the evening, Peter Chatteris, whose topic, subject, the title is There's Tension in the Air. There's tension in the air, Peter Chatteris.
Who's feeling tense? Hands up. Who's feeling tense? Oh my gosh. Really? I would say all of you are tense. Because you're in the present tense. There's three tenses. There's the future tense. Who can change that? Can we change that? Can we change what happens in our future? Yeah, of course we can. What about our present tense? Can we change that? Well, I guess so. You know, if we go from our present to our future, it's a journey. What about our past? Can we change our past? Who thinks they can? You may not be able to change your past, my fellow Toastmasters and friends and guests, but you can change how you look at the past. And essentially, that's the same thing. Back in 1958, I was born to a lady called Gwen. Gwen adopted me out. It was a forced adoption. So I was taken from her. And Gwen never saw me. She never held me. She never fed me. And for 5 months I was in an orphanage. No mother. Just some Karatani nurses holding 5 of us at a time, feeding us milk. As I was growing up, I did some pretty weird things. Now, some of you know me, know that I still do some pretty weird things. But I'll tell you, one time, I was sitting in the garden in our vegetable patch. I think it was amongst the carrots. And somebody had told me at kindergarten that storks deliver babies. So here am I at about 9 p.m. looking up and wondering where the blooming storks are. I was called inside. But I grew up not knowing who I was, not knowing my identity, and to be honest with you, quite angry. Was I not good enough somehow? Was I ugly? Did I cry too much? I still do that. Was I too wriggly? Did I come out the wrong way? I was kind of angry. Even though I grew up in a great family, my parents didn't want me. My mother didn't want me. In 1995, adoption became open. I found my birth family. The first person I spoke with was my grandfather. I ran him from Australia. Answered. Hello. Yeah, hi. My name's Peter. I think I might be related to you. Oh, really? Yes. How so? Well, I think I might have been adopted out. Right, your mother's dead. Your mother's dead. All my life, I wanted to see my mother. I wanted to hold my mother. I wanted to hug my mother. I didn't want to be mad at my mother. I didn't want to carry the anger that I had. I didn't want to be looking for lost storks in the air and the cabbage patch at home. I just wanted my mother. And to hear the first words telling me that she was dead was, as you could imagine, quite heartbreaking. And I became even more angry. I was racing around with anger and hate in my heart that really grew me and just crushed my soul. In 2005, my brother told me something that was quite heavy. He said, I've still got Mum's ashes. And he gave them to me. And for the first time, I was able to hold my mother. I was able to hold her close. I was able to hug. And at that moment I realised that she might have been looking for me. She might have been wondering where I was. She might have been looking at her past and wondering. And so I looked at those ashes. And I went, thank you. I forgive you. The instant I did that, my life, my present, became reality. And I realised that I was a human after all. I realised that I had emotions. I realised that I could cry, I could laugh, I could sigh. And that's the thing. My past didn't change. But how I looked at it changed considerably. Now I know every single one of us has regrets. We say we don't, but we do. We have regrets. We have people that we don't like. We have hate. We have anger in our hearts. Why don't you do the same as I did? Look at your past. Tear it up. Get rid of the tension. That is in the end. Because ultimately, that is how you create a present that will propel you into your future. Don't let there be tension in the air.
Please now have 1 minute of silence for the church to complete their ballots. Once they complete their ballots, given that is now the end of the international speeches, they raise their hand and our tally counters, whoever they are,